Okay, so now I'm going to share with you a little trap that can keep us stuck in force or freeze when we are actually overreacting, when we're kind of focused on the locus of concern is outside of our control. And this is an overreaction strategy. So maybe something bad happens, right? You get a tax bill you weren't expecting, someone in your family gets sick, you crash your car, right? One of those things that like, oh, negative thing, oh God. And so one of the ways that we can keep ourselves stuck in negative states is with this kind of three-pronged strategy of catastrophizing. And so we make it personal. It's like, oh, this is all my fault. I've done it. I'm such a loser. I'm such a terrible person. Why did I do that? Beating yourself up. Then layering on pervasive. Maybe there's an issue with your finances, or there's an issue with your health, or there's an issue with your family, or someone's gotten sick. There's one issue. Maybe there's one or two issues that are not ideal in your life right now. But what we do when we're in this catastrophizing strategy is take that one problem and expand it and kind of let it infect all of our life and infect our ability to be positive about anything else. And so it's like, my whole life is ruined. Everything's terrible. I can't believe it. Nothing goes right for me. And so you'll notice this kind of generalizing language. So notice it in yourself. It's all my fault. Everything's terrible. Like my whole life is a problem right now. Nothing goes right for me, right? Just notice this, and I'm exaggerating it for emphasis, right? So you catch it. And then the permanent strategy is, things never go right for me. It's always going to be a problem. I can never catch a break. And so it's taking this one problem in present time and expanding it through time and making it permanent so that it's something that you're constantly going to be struggling with. And so this is a strategy, a negative mind strategy, almost like a mind virus of catastrophizing that makes a mountain out of a molehill and makes problems way bigger than they need to be. Often we learn this from a parent or a caregiver that has this kind of catastrophizing strategy and modeled it for us when we were kids. Thanks so much. But what happens is that we can get addicted to the feelings of being wronged or being a victim or feeling like life is on top of us and we can't catch a break or feeling powerless. And so you might ask, well, why would I get addicted to those feelings? That's silly. But oftentimes when we're feeling like we can't catch a break and everything is against us, then it puts the power of change outside of us. And so we can blame society, we can blame our bad luck, we can blame our parents, we can blame something or someone for our lack of the results that we have in life. And that can be a comforting thought because it allows us to say, well, it's not my fault. And then we don't have to actually take responsibility and change. But what we know from positive psychology is that what you actually need in order to create sustainable change is to just take full responsibility for who you are, where you are right now, and just take the next action step towards where you want to go. And so how do we unwind this overreaction strategy? We use the simple word just, right? When you use the word just, you can unwind and kind of take the air out of the balloon of catastrophizing. So it's not just me that's created this problem. There are other people that have contributed to this as well, or there are societal factors that have contributed to this. So yeah, I'll take some responsibility, but it's not all my responsibility. It's not all my fault. So we unwind the personal. Yeah, I contributed, but other people contributed too to this problem. Okay, good. So it's not all on me. All right, great. And well, what else is going right in your life? Like, where is the problem not? What is not a problem in your life right now? What is going well? So you can start to see that the problem isn't infecting everything in your life. There are things that are going well. And then the permanent, well, this too shall pass, right? No matter how difficult this chapter or this problem might be, eventually it will pass. Eventually, it will be over. Nothing lasts forever. One of the only truisms of life is that everything changes eventually. And so you can trust that no matter how hard things might be, the sun will come out again, and, good things will follow at some point in the future. And the more that we can start to tune into that and imagine, just imagine the day after this is all over, whether it takes a day or a week or 6 years, there is a time after when this will be over. And so imagining and projecting yourself out in time to that time where this is over can bring some much needed relief and respite to your nervous system, to just remember that nothing lasts forever and this will be over. And it starts to kind of take the wind out of the sails of the catastrophizing strategy. It starts to shrink down the problem state, and so that your mind can actually come back online, right? It's like when we're catastrophizing, we're in this kind of survival mode inside our mind. And so we can't think straight when we're in that catastrophe mindset. We're thinking black and white. Things feel more important than they actually are. And so when we start to unwind these things and take the wind out of the sails and shrink the problem down, then it actually allows our correct functioning of our mind, our prefrontal cortex, to come back online so we can start to think of more creative solutions. But when we're in that overreacting state, we can't come up with a solution from that state. First, we need to fix the state, create a positive being state, right? Create a positive being state so that then we can think clearly and get clear on what is the next correct action to take to get me back into flow. So I hope that helps. If you got value from this video and would like more support on how to get clear on where you've been stuck and how to start to call in miracles and flow and positive synchronicity in your life, then I encourage you to opt in on the link below for my self-diagnostic PDF and my Miracle Morning Meditation audio. It is a free opt-in, so you can get these resources and start to unpack where you're leaking power in your own internal power bases and how you can create more alignment, and start to get immediate relief by listening to my guided meditation audio to call in miracles and start to cultivate the power of appreciation and gratitude in your life, which has magical effects on shifting your attitude and calling in more of what you desire in life. And if you want more and you want to become a part of my coaching community, I encourage you to check out the evolutionary practice on the link below as well. Thanks for watching.